Hello everyone, how you doing today? Cheers. Welcome to How Much House for the Money. You having a great day? Is your cup full of happiness or that glass full of gratitude? Wherever you are, hope you're having a beautiful afternoon. So it's good to be with you. So you ready to check out some more properties? Why not, right? If you're new to the channel, you're welcome to subscribe and join our growing community, because this is where we venture through state to state, through town to town, see how much house, cabins, and acreage, sometimes churches, we can get for our money. And we're going to begin right here. Now this one's sitting on 3.21 acres in Brilliant, Alabama. So if any of you are looking for a country property in Alabama, this one may suit your needs. It does have 1,626 square feet of living space, 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. It's been on the market 27 days and was built in 1967. And it's $75,000. So let's see what we're getting for $75,000. 13792 AL 233 in Brilliant, Alabama. So we are getting country property, 3.21 acres with a shingle roof, it looks like. Looks like it is a covered area here in the front. This might be a brick house. So if you want a farmette, you want a small farm, hobby farm in Alabama, this one is in Brilliant on 3.21 acres. And we have to remember, we're getting the house, the well, the septic, and utilities. We're going to have to look past personal belongings, but there's that paneling that we all love. So we do have a closet there. This might be a living room. Looks like there's baseboard heat and vinyl flooring. Brilliant, Alabama, $75,000. Yeah, this is a living room. So we do have a gas wall heater there. You may want to remove that paneling. Maybe some of you would paint it. Maybe you'd get in there like me and see if we could put headers in and open the house up. Why not? Look at our cute kitchen. Nice. So there's your kitchen and dining space. That's really nice. Nice little breakfast bar there. You could always revamp this counter and bring it out a little bit more and have a little bit more wide, so you could lay some, stand some counter high chairs there. Very nice cabinets. We have a window above the sink. $75,000, and don't be afraid to make offers. These are the asking prices. This house has a lot of potential for $75,000 on 3.21 acres. And here we're in Marion County, where the population is 845 people. And the median home values here in this area in Marion County are just around $152,000. And in Alabama, your real estate tax rate is 0.36%. So this is a very nice brick house. Look at that ceiling. That's very nice. So this is your patio area. Looks like we do have a bathroom there. It looks like they were working on it. Very interesting. You lighten up the paneling, it's going to make a huge impact, or remove it altogether. Choose another form of wall covering. It's nice that it has a patio door there. $75,000 in Brilliant, Alabama, 3.21 acres. So this will be another bedroom here. Yeah, just lighten it up. Another one that needs saved. Houses need people and people need houses, right, everybody? Gotta save them. There is our shower and our vanity. That looks like it's been updated. Nice. Good sized bathroom with a window. Take the updates and run with it, I'd say. 3.21 acres in Alabama. And in Alabama today, it is almost 80 degrees and full of sunshine. It's a small town. There's another bedroom with a closet. This needs modernized, needs spruced up, needs a little loving. Okay, so here we can rack them up while we're in the basement. It's nice that it has a basement. You can always have home inspections. Bring your general contractors out. Find out how long it's been vacant. Ask about the utility bills. Get down to the fine details, because this one needs scooped up right here. 3.21 acres, and that's a brick ranch. $75,000. You may be able to get it for less. You never know until you make that offer. Hopefully the seller's willing to negotiate. Pardon me. Looks like there's some trees that need to be cut down. Pardon me. You could always plant more perennials. You could plant more trees. But it looks like it's really nice if you wanted to have some animals here for livestock. Let your big dogs run. Yeah, you look at this. We have a garage on the lower level. We have an outbuilding. Yeah, brick ranch for $75,000 with 3.21 acres. And this is, again, in Marion County. And the real estate tax rate is 0.36% in Alabama. It's one of the lowest real estate tax rates you'll find in the U.S. However, Costa Rica's is 0.25%. And there are some gorgeous real estate properties in Costa Rica under $140,000. Look at this. We got a pond on the property. You want to be very cautious with that because there's going to be gators. We are in the South. But this is very nice. This is just being, looks like it's being neglected. It doesn't look like people are really paying attention to what's out here in brilliant Alabama. 13792 AL233. Brilliant Alabama 35548. So let's look at our street view here. Look at this. Wow. Country property. You could live in your camper here, bring in some friends, bring in some family, and renovate it. Look at this beautiful country location. Awesome. You're way back off the road. You could plant more shrubs. You could put up a privacy fence. That is very nice. Yeah, not bad right there. Of course, home inspections will let us know down to the fine details what kind of condition it's in. And the longer they sit vacant, right, they don't increase in value. So here we are. Scroll out on the map. We have the barn at Coleman Farms there nearby. Let's see what else we have. We have Natural Bridge Park. So let's scroll out. We're south of Haleyville, south of Russellville. We're north of Carbon Hill. Birmingham's down here to the southeast. So Hamilton is over to the west, as is Red Bay. So we're not far from the Mississippi line. And Tennessee isn't too far to the north either. Here we are. Look at that. You're right off of Highway 22. So yeah, we're right below Hamilton, or right to the east of Hamilton. And Coleman is over there to the east. There we are. Talladega National Forest right there. Sweet. 13792 AL233, Brilliant, Alabama. And the descriptions are in the listing, or the details are in the description box. Sorry, coffee's kicking in. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, in the description box below. Okay, so let's check out the description. Woo! Great potential in this classic brick home that sits on 3.2 acres. And it's a fixer-upper offering possibilities for those looking to invest, or maybe your first-time home buyer with some vision, some TLC and updates, and you will increase the equity and the value. And it can be transformed into a beautiful home. And when we look at the history on it, was just listed. So there's longevity with the seller, and it's 58 years old. Brick ranch on 3.2 acres of land right there. Someone needs to scoop that up. It's been on the market almost a month. Nice. Okay, so now we're headed into Meadow Bridge. Look at this one on 1.15 acres, 1,424 square feet, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms at 180 Johnson Road, Meadow Bridge, West Virginia, 25976. This house has been on the market 76 days. It was built in 1982. So let's see what we're getting for $64,900. Meadow Bridge, West Virginia. Yeah, this one sits off the road too, and I think this one's just been, I don't think anybody's looking at this from what we see. It's been on the market a while. So it has a 2-car attached garage, and that may be, there's some snow on the roof, so I'm not sure if that shingle will keep going here. And there's your entry door. Covered porch. Looks like it's rough cut siding. Now we are in Meadow Bridge, West Virginia, so this is in Fayette County. And the median home values here are just around $130,000. So yeah, there's our covered porch. That could use a little attention. And the real estate tax rate in West Virginia is 0.55%. Drives me crazy when these agents take photographs with their phones. Invest in a camera. But it is what it is, right? So there's some shrubs. Plenty of room for those West Virginia perennials. It's nice that it has a 2-car attached garage. Maybe you could convert one side into more living space. Definitely get a general contractor out there because this one's been on the market a while. So this one is a raised ranch with a concrete block foundation. This to me looks like it's loaded with potential just from what we see right here. So here's the garage space. Or maybe that's, no, I'm sorry, this must be basement. Yeah, this is basement. Looks nice and dry. There's your duct work. And when you have your home inspections, they'll run those mechanicals. They'll check the longevity of your roof. Okay, so I'm not sure. This is suspended ceiling, so we must be moving on into the inside. This might be the basement level, maybe the other side of the garage. You do have a sink there. And this one is $64,900, and with a well, the septic, the utilities, if those three are in working order, some may say you're already ahead, because a septic and a well can cost over $20,000, sometimes more, depending on the, who your septic company is. Now, I'm not sure if that is mold on that wall. If it is, that's going to have to be eradicated right away, but that's on one wall in the basement. There might be more here on the dry wall, so definitely going to need some attention. But it looks like it's just been left. It's another one that needs saved. Here's your electric panel. There's another view of the garage. You could add overhead automated garage door openers if you like. Good sized garage though. All right, so let's see if we're going to keep going here. Here we go. Moving on into the inside. So this one's going to need some attention. Now we're right down to particle board on the floor. For me, I'd remove that and just start fresh. Does have what looks to be wood windows. But again, home inspection will let you know if your windows are wood, aluminum, or vinyl. Here we're moving into deep purple. Sorry. You got to lighten it up a little bit, right? But we do have a closet space there, so this could be a bedroom. Wall paint can be changed, right? Thank goodness. Okay, so here we're moving into the bathroom. So we have a medicine cabinet, we have linen storage, and we don't even have a lid. It's okay. We can put a new commode in there. No lid on this one, but we do have ceramic tile on the floor there. Not sure if that's a tub and shower combination. So here we have another bedroom with a closet. It wouldn't bother me at all that I have to replace the flooring in there. I could choose whatever I want, right? And so could you if this was yours. Why not just take it right down to the studs? But look at this. This room has hardwood flooring. And that looks like paneling. Looks like we have another little closet there in the end of the room. Another bathroom. So it's 2 full bathrooms. And with acreage, you can just park your camper, your RV, and just live on the land for a while. But that looks like that commode's in full condition there. At least it has a lid, I guess I should say. Yeah, this is a ranch on some acreage for $64,900 right here. Rough cut siding, so you could paint that if you wanted to paint it. You could re-side it. Yeah, that one needs some attention, and that needs to be scooped up by somebody also. 180 Johnson Road, Meadowbridge, West Virginia, 25976. For any of you looking in Appalachia, this one might suit your needs. Look at the street view on this. Look at how pretty this location is. So you're on this country road. You're sitting up there all by yourself. You have neighbors across the road, but they're not right on top of you. Yeah, this is really pretty. You're going to get an abundance of wildlife through here. Looks like it kind of sits up on this little embankment. Not bad at all. And, yeah. That one would definitely be worth a closer view, in my opinion, with 1.15 acres of land. So let's see where we are on the map. Meadow Bridge, West Virginia. Okay, so let's see. We're below Bellwood, south of Bellwood. We're west of Grassy Meadows. We're north of Green Sulphur Springs. We're right off of Highway 64. Raynell is to the north. Roanoke is down to the south. Summersville is to the north. So here we are on the map. Right above Beckley. Northeast of Beckley is where we are here. And again, we are in Fayette County. And here we are on the satellite view. Yeah, we're above Lewisburg, east of Beckley, right below Summersville, and above Hinton, right there on the map, right off of Highway 64 and not far from Highway 77. And this is 180 Johnson Road, and that is Meadow Bridge, West Virginia on 1.15 acres. And you can always ask the agent to find out from the seller if they have more land available. They may have more land that's not attached to the listing. So just an FYI, built in 82. And when we look at the details, it says here, large eat-in kitchen, living room with bay window, hardwood floors, 2 full bathrooms, oversized attached garage, full basement, which could be finished. And so yeah, a lot of possibilities here in Meadow Bridge, West Virginia. And when we look at the history, it was listed in January for $74,900. They've reduced it $10,000 to $64,900, and it's 43 years old. So it could be a great buy for somebody. And again, the real estate tax rate is 0.55%. Never be afraid to make an offer. These houses are put on the market to be sold. $64,900, Meadow Bridge, West Virginia. 2-car attached garage, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And the house has 1,424 square feet. A lot of potential. Now we're headed into Danville, Virginia. Look at this cute little place. Danville, Virginia at 2797 Old Mayfield Road. And Danville, Virginia is 24541 for the zip code. This is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house with 1,260 square feet on 2.18 acres. Only been on the market a day, 1929 build. So let's see what we're getting for $59,900 in Danville, Virginia. Look how pretty this is. Oh, this is very pretty. Any of you looking in Virginia? This might suit your needs. Very nice. Covered front porch. We have a dormer up above, shingle roof. Looks like this might be a brick or stone foundation. I love the pillars on the front porch. This is very pretty. Looks very private, very peaceful. You have your nice row of shrubs going up the driveway. Nice covered trees to shade your lot. And in Danville, Virginia, we're in Pittsylvania County. Population 41,837. And the median home values here are just around $150,000. This is really pretty. Looks like we have the covered porch here on the front that we see with a lot of landscaping and an enclosed porch on the back. Maybe wood siding, but again, it could be vinyl. When you're there in person, you have your home inspections. Always want to do your research on the neighborhoods, of course. And in Virginia, the real estate tax rate is 0.76%. Look how pretty this is. So this is heated with fuel oil. Many may want to change that right out. Looks like we do have a neighbor over to the left. We also get a detached garage. $59,900. Well, septic utilities. This is a great buy for somebody. A little over 2 acres. And again, ask if there's more available if you want more land. Here is our basement. Needs some cleanup. That I don't know what's going on there with that insulation. But again, it's another house that needs saved. It's probably just been neglected and left, and someone needs to scoop it up and save it. This is really pretty. Any of you looking in Virginia, take a look at this and let us know in the comments. Let me know what brings you to the channel. It's always good to be with you guys. Cheers again. Yeah, that looks like it's vinyl siding. Definitely want to look at the concrete block foundation. It's so pretty. Look at that porch. Plenty of room for a porch swing. Your potted plants for that pop of color. And again, we are in Danville, Virginia in Pittsylvania County. Population 41,837 people. Maybe you want to join your community farmers markets and things. Have yourself a garden. Look at this. So we have hardwood flooring. We have baseboard heat. $59,900. There's a fireplace. Now for me, I'd want to open this wall up. Of course, this may be a bedroom, but I'd want to get in there and see what I can do with it to modernize it. Nice window there. Ooh, look at our kitchen. How nice is this? $59,900. For those of you looking in Virginia, if you're on a budget or you're a first-time home buyer or you're someone that's just looking to move, this might suit your needs. Look how pretty the kitchen is. For me, I'd want to relocate that washer and dryer, but we have a flat top range with a range hood. We have a lot of natural light coming in from all of the windows. And in Virginia today, it's 69 degrees and full of sunshine. More hardwood floor in that kitchen. We have a window above the double sink. Doesn't look like we have a dishwasher, but it's a really good sized kitchen. Plenty of room in there for a breakfast bar or an island area. Love that enamel table right there. It's an oldie and a goodie, isn't it? How's everybody out there doing today? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that notification bell because the house you're not looking for might be in the next episode. This is nice for under $60,000. And definitely meander through the episodes. So all of you out there that are looking for a house that don't think houses are affordable, this channel is to show you that there's many out there that can be purchased way below the median sale prices. And again, never be afraid to make an offer. Nice door that goes out to the side there off the kitchen. A lot of pantry space. This may be a bedroom. It's so nice that we have hardwood flooring in this one. It's definitely going to need some love. There's our bathroom. Now we're going to have to replace some ceiling tile. Again, find out how long it's been vacant. So there's your single shower. Another bedroom. If walls could talk. Now we do have some staining, but that might be because of the chimney pipe hole right there. The placement for the chimney pipe, that might be staining, but you definitely want to take a look at what's going on with it. But to me, I say this house has loads of character and charm and potential. It's vintage, that's for sure. And again, we're in Danville, Virginia. So there's another fireplace, another closet. So there's your mechanicals. There's an outbuilding, so you're already set up for some hobby farm livestock. You could use that for a garden shed if you don't want animals. That's nice, but it'll house your lawnmower and things. It's got a little metal roof on it. Yeah, with a couple of acres, you could put a camper on the property here also and live off your land while you renovate because it's just going to get warmer in Virginia. Look at this. It's got a little log build on it also. There's your tiny house. Oh, I may have to take a drive to Virginia, you guys. Why not? Look at this. Cool little find right here. $59,900. Gotta love it. Let me know in the comments what you think of these ones. Old Mayfield Road, 2797 Old Mayfield Road, Danville, Virginia, 24541. And let me know in the comments what you guys would do with these houses if you were to scoop these up and save them, what you would do with the interiors, if you would leave them with their original character and just modernize. It's always fun to get the conversation started. And it's only been on the market a day, too. Look at this. So here we are on the map. So let's see here. We're west of Wedgwood. We have Old Dutch Supermarket right there, close by. You have a Danville Golf Club if any of you want to go swing your clubs. And we have Callahan Hills there. So we are right near the North Carolina line. So we are in Southern Virginia, west of Danville and south of Blair's and Mount Herman, and Whitmel and Hinesville and Mount Cross are right to the north of this. So we are really close to the North Carolina line. So we're in Southern Virginia with this one right here. Let's take a look at our satellite view. Yeah, look at this. Beautiful location. If you want to be close to North Carolina and you want a Virginia address, check it out. And this again is at 2797 Old Mayfield Road. And it was built in 1929. So yeah, this is definitely an oldie and a goodie right here. Needs to be saved. And for details, priced under assessed value, great investment or first-time home buy, 2 acres of shaded private land and a private setting. You have tall ceilings, a large living room, large dedicated dining room with bay window, large kitchen, laundry, and big pantry. You have a good size primary bedroom, all on genuine hardwood floors. Covered front porch overlooks your peaceful, shaded, manicured lawn. And you have parking area, a workshop, and tobacco building. Part of the acreage is across the street. So you may want to ask if there's more acreage available for this one also. It's $59,900. Unbelievable. And so any of you looking for a vintage house, this would suit your needs. It was listed in 2007 and it was sold for $77,900. Now, many years later, they're listing it for $59,900. The house is 96 years old. And again, the real estate tax rate is 0.76%. $59,900. That is very pretty, and that has got a ton of potential right there. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so then we have this one here in Meadow, West Virginia for $64,900, single-family ranch on 1.15 acres. Oh, I wanted to see. Yeah, that house has 1,260 square feet. For $59,900. The one in Meadowbridge has 1,424 square feet. And then this one here in Brilliant, Alabama has 1,626 square feet on 3.21 acres for $75,000. And that'll do it for these finds today, you guys. Low prices and high potential. Hope you're all having a great day. It's always good to be with you. Make sure you hit that notification bell, subscribe to our channel, and join our growing community, because we just never know how much house we're going to get for our money. It's always good to be with you. We'll see you again in the next episode because more houses are coming up. Cheers, everybody.